Welcome, one and all. We are about to head into another installment of our 413 Esports Championship Series. I am Octave, joined by my co-caster Rad. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good. We are looking at a rebroadcast, so we will not be doing any player interviews, but we will be taking you through all of that glorious goodness that is, the standings, the fixtures, and of course the Rogue Energy power rankings. We did have a match just now between Potatoes and Havoc, and that was a very entertaining match to watch. Potatoes not nearly as um, the match rather not nearly as one-sided as I was expecting it to be. But having said that, we are here for Catalyst versus UNew Haven Varsity, and I have to say it's kind of weird. I played this match 2 days ago. We are rebroadcasting this, and I don't know. I'm gonna be unbiased towards everything except for myself, obviously.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll make sure to make all the calls related to Rad. Of course, I don't know. Rad, he can be a little bit egotistical about himself sometimes. So I'll make sure to
What?
bring him back down to earth. I promise.
Okay. I put my trust in you. That said, let's take a look at the fixtures real quick. We did watch Potatoes go down to Havoc just now, 0-3, and the other four matches that we have for this week have all been played except for today's match, which is Catalyst versus UNew Haven Varsity. Looking at the standings here real quick, Octave, we're starting to kind of catch a glimpse of what the standings are going to look like at the end of the season. There are still many teams that can switch positions. At the bottom, we have Riot that really only need a map win to go ahead of UNew Haven Varsity. UNew Haven Varsity, on the other hand, if they beat Catalyst here today, they're going to put themselves ahead of Potatoes into seventh and solidify their chance at making the playoffs at the end of the season. And at the other end of the standings here, we have Catalyst sitting in third right now. So a map win or a match win rather today is not going to push them up to second. It will solidify their position in third and would put them at 9 games in the case of a 3-0 ahead of Nightshade, and that's going to make it tough for Nightshade to be able to pass that into third. So a lot of implications for the end of the season. But as I said earlier, this is a overall view of the strength of these individual teams. For a better shot and a better insight into the actual strength of the teams, let's take a look at our Rogue Energy power rankings. Rogue Energy Power Rankings. Don't forget to use the code 413 Esports for 10% off your purchase. They have some pretty good starter kits here, Octave. I think I want to say $15 with 10% off. It gets you a pretty good deal and gets you energized for these games. Now, what do you think of these power rankings, Octave?
Yeah, of course, no changes from last time. Of course, that match sort of went how we were expecting. Of course, Havoc, the View Mountaineers, still up in that S tier, 4-3 Nightshade after pushing Havoc to the brink. In a thrilling 3-2, we have decided to move them up to that S tier as well. Uh, they were already solidly in that A tier spot, and now have just been improving from there. So, I think it's definitely justified to give them that S tier spot. The two teams that we are going to be seeing today is 4-3 Catalyst, who are up in that A tier, definitely solidly up in that A tier, and then we are as well going to see UNew Haven Varsity, who are down in that C tier as of right now. Um, they looked a little bit better near the start of the season. Now they want to really be able to claw themselves back into these standings here.
Yeah, absolutely. They did look really good at the start of the season. They've dropped the ball a little bit towards the end of the season, but that I think by no means indicates that they are a weak team. Now, this is a rebroadcast, and this match has already occurred, but things could go either way. New Haven Varsity is not a team to just gloss over. They're actually very strong in their own rights and in their own game. And if you don't, if you don't play your own match and you don't play your own game and you get drawn into what they want you to play, they're a very, very scary team.
Yeah, I do imagine that is true. Of course, rounding out the list, we do have Potatoes, Riot, as well down in that C spot, both taking their first win, so up from that D tier spot. Ascent in the B tier, and UH Charger Blue up in the A tier as well after a fantastic win from them. That being said, I think we can do some caster predictions here. A little bit of a special one. This game has already been played. Actually, Rad being one of the players in this series, so Rad does know who wins this game. However, I actually don't. I actually don't know who wins this game. So Rad refused to tell me. So, um, Rad, I mean, I know you know who wins this. So I mean, do you want to
Yeah.
make a prediction, or it's kind of up to you?
So it doesn't really matter. I will never not predict Catalyst to win. So regardless of what you say or what happens, I will never go in against my own team, of course, right? I can't go
Yeah.
and say, oh well, I don't have faith in my team to pull this out. So you know, I have to go with Catalyst. I do know the outcome. I think I'm actually not going to say anything. The only people that know the outcome of this match are obviously the people in Catalyst and the people on UNew Varsity, but no one else in this production um, or on either server knows the outcome of this match, Octave. So it's completely in your hands.
Yeah, very true. I mean, no person from the production squad actually knows who won this game. It was mostly a private lobby, so it was only lobby lead plus the players who actually know the outcome. That being said, I am also going to go for Catalyst. UNew Varsity looked a little bit weaker as of late. 4 and 3 Catalysts have really been up there, so I'm not going to disagree with you on this one, Rad. Uh, even though I don't know who's going to be taking this one home, I still think Catalyst is going to be the one to take it today.
Unbiased. If I were to pick a winner, obviously I would go for Catalyst as well. I 100% agree with you. They have looked strong. Even though I say it myself, like and there's not much I can say that goes in against what you just stated, Octave. So, having said that, we will not be doing any pre-match interviews unless you want to ask me pre-match interviews question, Octave. But I think we're going to skip that and start preparing for our game. We will be going into a 1 minute intermission. We're going to try and get through this relatively quickly, as we don't really have a lobby to set up and we don't really have to wait for players. But before we actually do that, I want to bring up the fact that we are trying to build our YouTube channel. And one of the things that you need in your YouTube channel to have a custom link, custom URL, is 100 subscribers. So if you guys have a second and could go to 413e.com/YouTube and just hit that subscribe button. It's free. Obviously, it's not subscribed like on Twitch. We just need a couple more subscribers to hit that target of 100 subscribers. So please take a second, go to 413e.com/YouTube, hit that subscribe button. We would really appreciate that. And if you haven't already, hit that follow button on Twitch. We really appreciate you being here, and I can't wait to go into this match, Octave. We will be back in 1 minute.
Alright, welcome back everyone. We are back from our 1-minute intermission. Of course, all the intermissions that we are going to be doing, they're going to be very short. Of course, we don't have a lobby to set up, and we have no players to get ready. So we can head into these games very shortly. That being said, we are going to be on Oasis first. So, Rad, what sort of comps do you think we're going to see on this one?
So traditionally, for the side of Catalyst, we see Brawl on this map. So I would say that Catalyst is probably expected to come out here on the Brawl, and over on the side on UNew Varsity, we've seen a lot of different comps. We've seen them on Brawl. We've seen them on some variant, sorry, of of Dive. But we've also seen them run very unconventional comps, and if I were UNew Varsity and I would be preparing for a top 3 team, a top 4, top 3 team, I would try and go the potatoes way and try and run something that is prepare to catch Catalyst off guard.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, definitely one of the top teams in this tournament, I would say. Of course, don't want to inflate your ego or anything, Rad, but we are definitely watching 4 and 3 Catalyst. They are one of the stronger teams in this tournament. So, yeah, we are going to be starting Oasis very shortly, and yeah, they are. Yeah, I think we're going to see a very interesting match today. I can't lie.
Absolutely. I expect nothing less as we head into this game. We can kind of already see what the comps are going to be here over on the Catalyst side. A traditional brawl with a Kree May, and what's actually more interesting, I would say, is on the UNew Varsity side, where they are running. I don't really know what to call this. It has the ball for the chaos, but the I would assume that they are going to swap off the Symmetra and just TP out of the point for like a Lucio here. But very interesting comp here as they go far right to try and get to the point faster. Are they rotating up? It's kind of half and half here with the Sigma going low, it seems. What are your thoughts?
A little bit of weird comp here. I mean, you don't tend to see the ball Sigma very often, but it is something we have seen. Especially in Overwatch League, we do see it quite a bit as Rad is going to get the first pick onto Halen, of course. And that's a pretty good opening pick, as Me98 is going to get stunned, but not quite going to go down. Is being kept up currently by Than on the Baptiste, as Islander will go down as well to Me98's Fire Strike. It looks like Catalyst are going to be able to clean this one up, yeah, as Funny Buns is down Sunday as well. That's going to be 4 and 3 Catalyst taking the first capture percentage.
Absolutely, and I cannot gloss over the fact of how reliable Than is at keeping the team up. He's a staple pick in the Brawl comp for Catalyst. Phenomenal job here, keeping everyone alive and allowing Rad to go. That's so weird, saying Rad, to go off on the Reddit Lucio and feed in his usual style.
Yeah, I assume it would be a little bit weird to talk about yourself in the third person when talking about yourself in these matches. Of course, Rad is very good at keeping neutral. Hopefully not going to be biased towards himself, of course. Don't worry, I'll cancel out the bias you have by being extra mean to you, don't worry.
Perfect.
Get the lines out early from Funny Buns, just try to get everyone off this high ground. Will succeed in doing so. Karsu is down to Halen on the Tracer as well. Me98 is stunned up, not quite going to go down though, as will get Islander as well. Than, however, is down to Funny Buns in the backline. That's a big pick here, as Genghis Khan will get pinned off by Me98. There's the Shatter, is going to catch Sunday, and he's off the map to Rad's Boop. Absolutely fantastic there. Funny Buns is still alive on this ball, but they're gonna have to figure something out here, because 64% is currently on the point for 4 and 3 Catalyst, and they're still fighting strong in this fight right now.
Yeah, so this was almost going to go into UNew Varsity's favor here, but it looks like Catalyst is able to stabilize, and Rad going on a bit of a feeding maneuver here. Does manage to come back. Megalodon is looking for an EP, sitting on this, and there's really not much apart from the beat, if used late, that can be done about it.
Yeah, there's the EMP from the Megalodon, but did it go off? I don't think it really caught anyone there.
It got stunned by Karsu, I believe.
Yeah, I didn't quite see that, but it's a fantastic stun. And, well, there's a Gravitic Flux from Sunday, but is it going to be enough? As the bomb as well is going to come up from Hawkshaw. Shizzy gets Funny Buns with the headshot from the May. Carcer was down. These picks are going both ways, though. As Rad will catch the Islander off the edge of the map with the boop. That's another fantastic kill from him. Now both these teams are just going to fight it out. Pulse Bomb is going to come out. Hawkshaw is DMAC. Fan is down as well. But the picks are going the way of 413 Catalyst as of right now. Funny Buns is frozen up. Very, very close to going down as of right now. Getting hit by these icicles will go down, but the picks are going both ways still. Sunday down to Shizzy. The only one left on this objective right now is the Megalodon. Will go down to Shizzy as well. Fantastic plays. Now the Islander, the only one left on the objective. Yeah, point secured. That's going to be point number 1 going the way of 4-3 Catalyst.
That's 100-0 in favor of Catalyst, as you just said. Pretty good job here by UNew Varsity, though, in coming back and trying to stall. They do get picks left and right, so you know this is a fight. It's not a roll, even though it was 100-0. I'm excited to see what UNew Varsity is going to pull out on this map. This city center map is a lot more open and is a lot more accommodating to the type of comp that UNew Varsity was trying to run here on Oasis in the first round. So if they are able to tighten things up, be a bit more disciplined, they might actually be able to win more fights and take points.
Yeah, that's very true. I will say I kind of missed the stun on the EMP earlier in the round. Of course, Rad, of course you did play in this series, so you kind of know everything that happens more or less. Me, again, I don't know the result of this game as of yet. It was very kept under wraps, so both these teams going to try to take this high ground as much as they can. However, Catalyst's having a little bit of trouble getting through. Now, as Discord of this Shizzy will go down to Halen. That's a fantastic Discord over from Genghis Khan, as Minya is down as well. Now, UNew Varsity, they're cleaning this up. Halen is down to Karsu, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough because the members of UNew Varsity, they are just cleaning up the objective right now, and it looks like they're going to take fight number 1.
Yeah, this is a very good fight here over by UNew Varsity. They did actually manage to get the pick on a very disorganized Catalyst, I have to say. They did not look as disciplined as they did on the first round here. Now, UNew Varsity has high ground control, and they're slightly more mobile, pick-oriented comp might actually be able to get a lot of value here, especially with a roaming Sombra and Tracer on the low ground.
Yeah, certainly. Catalyst, they're going to try to group up. They're going to come down main, and they're going to get behind this pillar to try to cap the point. But Sunday is going to make sure he touches, make sure that Catalyst can't get the capture percentage in. But Funny Buns goes down to Shizzy. That's fantastic. It's with help from the stun of Karsu. That's a fantastic use of that flashbang. Now Catalyst, alongside that Immortality Field, are going to try to clean up. Islander is down to Rad. The EMP is out. Will catch 4, but is sufficient follow-up there. Sunday's low. Shizzy is just getting these picks on the Hanzo right now. It looks like the EMP is going to be for Nod because Catalyst, they're cleaning up right now. Sunday is going to be using that Gravitic Flux, but it's not going to be enough as Funny Buns and Sunday are both so low, and Catalyst is going to take this fight.
Funny Buns and Sunday actually almost managed to get a couple of picks there with the flux committed and then the pile drive onto the targets that were fluxed. Unfortunately for them, Catalyst seems to be disciplined enough to try and keep their calm and to rub the attack off. Now, going into this next fight, Catalyst is sitting on 5, I want to say almost 6 ults, whereas UNew Varsity has just committed an EMP and a flux. So, this is in Catalyst's favor, I want to say.
Certainly, yeah, Catalyst really looking good as of right now. Karsu is gonna use that Deadeye, but cancels it right away as he gets very low. But Islander goes down to Shizzy. That's a fantastic opening pick. Windows out from Fan to try to get the extra damage. There's the Mine coming out from Funny Buns, and the Shatter. The Shatter from Me98, not quite gonna get anything. Bomb is also out from Hawkshaw. Catalyst is just using all these ults right now, but Brad, with the sound barrier, crucially, is down to the Mine. Me98 as well is going to go down to Pulse Bomb. Now these picks they're starting to go the way of UNew Varsity. Sunday is so low, but probably going to be able to get kept up as Karsu is down as well. Fan as well going to be falling. UNew Varsity are going to take this next fight.
As opposed to the first round, UNew right now is showing a lot of life. They are winning fights. They are getting point percentage. It's 45% versus 70% of Catalyst right now. And a very clean fight win, surprisingly, considering Catalyst had the upper hand there in terms of ult economy. So I'm not sure why Catalyst was not able to pull it off. They definitely should have been able to. As we watch Rad boop people off the high ground almost as we go into the next
Oh,
fight.
the EMP's huge, catches 4, and Fan is going to be the first casualty. Losing your BAP early is not fun, and now they're just going to be able to put the pressure on. Funny Buns is low, will go down to Shizzy, so that's even. Karsu as well, going to get a kill on the Genghis Khan with the Deadeye. These picks going both ways. It's currently even. It's a 4-on-4. Gravitic Flux from Sunday. Gonna catch a couple. It looks like they're both gonna go down as Rad, so low, is gonna try to stall this one out. On top of this high ground, it looks like he's just trying to stall out. No one sees him quite yet now. He does get found out. Oh, he's spotted. Is he gonna get cleaned up? Oh, he does. That is such a massive. That's such a massive stagger. You do not want to see that. There's the dragons out from Shizzy. They are going to be able to touch, so Catalyst still does have a chance here. Me98 is on the Winston, Hawkshaw on the Wrecking Ball, gets stunned up, and he's so low, not quite going to go down though. There's the Pulse Bomb, not going to get anything from Halen. Now back on the ball is also Funny Buns. Windows out from Fan, just try to get all this extra damage out. There's the Immortality Field as well, keep everyone up, but the Mines is going to go right on top of that Immortality Field. Just take everyone out of it as Hawkshaw is down. Funny Buns down low as well, but it doesn't look like he's going to go down as Islander is going to be dispatched by Rad. Megalodon as well down to Shizzy, but Me98 is down. You have no Winston for 4-1-3 Catalyst. And look at these picks. Karsu, Shizzy are both going crazy right now as Fan gets Sunday. Catalyst, they've cleaned it up with help from some clutch from their DPS players.
I think almost everyone got a kill there in that fight. A phenomenal play by Catalyst here to keep their cool and to stabilize. I honestly think that UNew Haven Varsity should have probably won that fight. But clutch play from everyone on the team.
Yeah, Catalyst really able to escape a pretty brutal stagger there, unfortunately. Megalodon does have this EMP, so we're going to see if he can convert on these. Me98 is going to hop on the backline, but he's discorded. And now Hawkshaw going to follow up with a dive. There's the EMP, though. So many members of Catalyst are so low. The Catalyst are cleaning up right now, but Halen, just as I say that, is going to catch 2. Me98 and Karsu both down. Rad going to use the beat to try to keep up Fan and him. Now, Sunday is back on this Roadhog right now, switching off of that Sigma. Gonna be able to wreak some havoc on this objective. There's just so much staying power here. Hawkshaw gets hooked in, not quite going down though. There's the mines coming out from Funny Buns, gonna try to knock some people into this as Hawkshaw is down, Rad's down, Funny Buns is going crazy right now. Now there's as well, gonna be the hook from Sunday. Gonna try to dispatch Me98, another one with the mines. Funny Buns right now is just getting the kills they need. The only one left on this objective is Karsu. It's just a stall game right now. As UNew Haven Varsity, they have the point, and they are going to take point number 2.
What a fight just now by UNew Haven Varsity. It's definitely helped by the fact that a couple of the Catalyst members are happily skating into the mines placed by Funny Buns there on the on the ball. Really well done by UNew Haven Varsity to clutch it and bring this to a 3rd round on Oasis. Now looking at the comps that both teams should be playing here on University, I expect to see Brawl v Brawl. And looking at the the lineups right now, we do see UNew Haven Varsity on a mirror nearly to Catalyst, but the only change here being the Symmetra. I don't know if it's just going to be for the TP and that they're going to swap to McCree. It looks like they are going to be, as they are preparing to meet in the middle in the small room.
Yeah, they are going to meet right here. The only one a little bit behind is Halen, but we'll be able to get back just in time. Now this is going to be a perfect opportunity to see both of these teams brawl in action. The Brawl v Brawl matchup is just so important as Shizzy gets the first pick off onto the Megalodon. That's a massive pick. Down your mate, it's not great for a Brawl comp. As Genghis Khan down as well to Karsu. So much damage from Catalyst right now. It's going to be laid onto the opposing team. As Funny Buns, Islander both down to Me98. That's going to be Catalyst taking this first fight.
Now what's interesting here in this fight is that technically, I would say that especially if you go into a small room, probably the comp that's running the Reaper should have a slight advantage there. You know, it's very close. Everyone's really clumped up. Catalyst, however, ends up taking the fight there as we go into this next fight here, committing the window, but it gets walled up by the May, played by Megalodon.
Yeah, there's a window, not quite going to get a whole lot done. There's the Deadeye from Karsu. Gonna get a Halen. That's a lot of damage down to Sunday. Oh, but the Shatter from Funny Buns gets stunned up. I think that was Karsu that did that. And here's the window. It's gonna come out from UNew Haven Varsity. It's gonna be enough though as Rad catches Islander as well. The picks, they're just going the way of Catalyst. The Catalyst, they just look so good right now. Able to clean everything up.
That was a very clean fight just now, won by Catalyst. And something that we see recurring in a lot of these fights is that everyone on the team seems to find a pick somewhere. So maybe the yeah, I hypothesize maybe the play here is to just try and out mechanical.
Oh, look at the
Team.
flank shatter. Catches 3. Rat is going to get Genghis Khan off the edge of the map, and Islander Megalodon both as well going to opt to go the same way. 4-3 Catalyst, that is so quick. Another fight won for them.
And another kill by seemingly every single member of the team. What is going on?
Yeah, every member of 4-3 Catalyst is really getting their opportunities in the kill feed right now.
What a wall.
Plenty of ults on their side as well. Deadeye coming out early will get walled off by the Megalodon, but they're going to break it, spinning around. He's going to be able to get anything done with this Deadeye. No, he is going to be forced to cancel that ultimate. And now it's the opportunity for UNew to take subjective. Shatter going to catch both tanks, and the bomb as well coming from over the top as Sunday going to get Than's Immortality Field out. And the remake kill on the Hawkshaw as well from Sunday. Halen catches Shizzy. It looks like finally a foothold that will be gained by UNew Varsity.
F in the chat for a Hawkshaw getting killed by a Remac in Baby Diva form. Unlucky. UNew takes the map though and starts accumulating some of that sweet percentage for the control map here. They are going to have to fight an uphill battle here as Catalyst is actually in ult advantage right now. We're looking at 2 ults on the side of UNew Varsity with a Reaper ult, which is Blossom is very good, of course. As we go into the fight here, Octave.
There's a window from Genghis Khan. Is it going to catch anything? Karsu is in dangerous territory behind it. But the Blizzard from Shizzy is going to freeze everyone up. That's such a massive Blizzard. As Funny Buns is down, Megalodon as well is down. And Halen is going to die before he can get that Death Blossom off. And now Catalyst, they are just cleaning up. Shatter from Me98 to seal the deal as well. 4-3 Catalyst. Overtime is ticking. Is anyone going to be able to touch? It is not to be. 4-3 Catalyst takes map number 1.
That was a, I want to say a dominant performance, honestly, on the first and the second round. UNew, however, did take the second round here in City Center, so I would not count them out whatsoever as Catalyst goes 1-0 in this first map on Oasis. Now, before we go into a quick 1-minute intermission and on to the second map, which is obviously going to be hybrid, I want to take a moment to ask everyone to hit that follow button if you haven't already. It really helps us out, and it makes it so that we have a lot of opportunities to keep on broadcasting these tournaments. And as I say that, we are looking at 4 more weeks for this current tournament, the 4-3 Esports Championship Series, but we're also slightly and kind of winking at a season 4 maybe next season. And your continued support helps us achieve that and helps us add teams and increase the size of the tournament. And that's ideally the goal in the end, to provide a lot of entertainment to all of you viewing with us here today. That said, guys, if you do have a spare Amazon Prime, you can actually link your Twitch account and sub us with Prime for free. And we all know that with the power of Twitch Prime, we are able to achieve many things. So, guys, we are going to go into an intermission. It's going to be 1 minute. We will be sipping on our Rogue Energy, and we will be right back.
Alright, welcome back everyone. We are just about ready to head into map number 2 of this series. We got 4-on-3 Catalyst, and we have UNew Varsity. We are heading into Hybrid for map number 2, and we are going to be looking at Blizzard World. So Rad, what do you think we're going to see here?
So this is not exactly a brawl map, so I don't know if we're going to see a ton of brawl. That said, I have seen teams run the brawl, so we can see a bunch of things. Of course, the second part of this map is wide open, and we have seen Catalyst play the Ash, pocketed Ash in the past, so we might see that. On the side of UNew Varsity, I think they liked the comp that they ran on Oasis, so they might actually come out and run that again. They did win fights, they did win a round on it, so they might actually stay and try and make it work.
Yeah, I will mention there are a couple of subs as well for the side of 4-on-3 Catalyst. Tank line is the same, however, Synox 6, Wizard Beast are both going to be coming in for Karsu and Shizzy. As well, Midnight Mare is going to be coming in for Rad. So we are just about ready to head into our second map, of course. And
Eh,
yeah, here we go.
Absolutely excited to see the outcome of this match. It's not like I already know what's going to happen here. As I say that, we do see Catalyst run out on a very standard brawl comp, so I'm not taking advantage of the wide open area. I believe they might be planning on sitting back on the point and maybe making it work from that point on. That said, on the side of the UNew Varsity, I do see pretty much the same comp as what they were running on the last map. Very low healing output, high damage output, however. It seems to me that they might be looking to play around the Megalodon on the Sombra here, Octave.
Yeah, certainly the Megalodon, of course, a little bit, I would say, new to this Sombra role. We haven't really seen the Megalodon play a whole lot of the Sombra. However, has been doing pretty alright on it so far, despite getting one of the EMPs cancelled early on. Was really able to regroup and hit some pretty big EMPs. So Funny Buns is on this ball, getting ready to swing in for a little bit of disruption here. The Megalodon ready to follow up with a nice hack. And they are going to be engaging very shortly. Sunday with the staying power on the Sigma. There's the hack. It's not quite going to catch anyone as Megalodon will get damaged and Midnight Mare is going to peel for it. As they are going to have to wait a little bit to be able to engage here. Funny Bun's just waiting for the right opportunity. And Wizard Beast goes down to Genghis Khan. That's exactly the opportunity you were looking for. That's exactly what you want from your Zenyatta as well. There's the slam, catches so many. And now this is the opportunity for UNew Varsity to really shine here. Fan's immortality field is down. Hawkshaw's mech also. Me98 will go down to Funny Buns as well, doing so much work on this Wrecking Ball. Genghis Khan is down to Sino, and Sino will as well catch Islander, but it doesn't look like enough as the members of 4-on-3 Catalyst are dropping like flies.
UNew did this very well, and they are a very strong team. We've seen them take maps from Nightshade, we've seen them take maps from even Havoc, so they know what they're doing, and it definitely shows here with the tactic that they've decided to pick here, running the comp that they are. Now, Catalyst, on the other hand, is still sticking on that brawl, even though we're up in the open right here, and you can argue that the Kree and the Hanzo might be able to get value, but we've seen Catalyst run the Ash Mercy in the past, and they definitely have the players in the team to run this again, but instead of sitting up on the high ground, they decide to go into a minefield.
Oh, what a beautiful mine. And the same with the EMP. There's the Gravitic Flux as well. That's going to catch two. Sunday going crazy with help from the Megalodon as well as Funny Buns just to set up. That was an absolutely beautiful engage. Now, UNew Varsity, they're going to push this card forward. That was a fantastic engage.
Now, I would argue that despite losing the fight, I think Catalyst did make the right call by going in and taking that aggression early on as UNew is trying to move through the choke. That said, UNew committed ults and won the fight as Catalyst is now at a disadvantage, slowly but steadily climbing up onto the high ground here.
Yeah, they are going to opt to head onto this high ground. This high ground can be very difficult to take, especially in a brawl matchup, but this is not a brawl matchup, as Funny Buns will go down to Sino, but Me98 down as well. Both main tanks are going to go down as Fans in a lot of trouble right now. Will go down to Genghis Khan. The Megalodon is going to get edge on by Sino, but it's just not enough because Catalyst, they're dropping once again. Genghis Khan is going crazy on the Zenyatta right now.
Absolutely phenomenal job here by UNew Haven Varsity as they win another team fight. That is 3 team fights in a row won by UNew Haven Varsity. Catalyst is going to have to come up with something to try and do something about this as we see a bomb be dropped onto the point as they try and contest.
Yeah, not quite going to catch anything as Sunday is able to shield that one, but Funny Buns is in a lot of trouble and goes down to Midnight Mare. And now, both these teams are going to clash on the objective. The staying power of the brawl is just so fantastic. Funny Buns, they have no means of engage with no wrecking ball. So Sunday is forced to back up. Funny Buns is going to be using it from his left side. There's the Gravitic Flux from Sunday. It looks like Funny Buns is going to try to knock everyone into that. Midnight Mare in some trouble right now, but there's a shadow from Me98 when he comes back to the ground. Picks going both ways. Wizard Beast and Island are both down, but Genghis Khan is going to catch a Me98. That's more damage from the Zenyatta. Fan as well on the Ana gets the kill on the Sunday with the anti-nade. There's the EMP, I should say, from Megalodon. Catches 3, and Funny Buns is just going to be able to clean up. Genghis Khan is down, but is it going to be enough? Catalysts are going down one by one right now. Fan, Wizard Beast, the only 2 left, and Fan is not looking all too healthy as Wizard Beast is down as well. That's going to be point number 2 taken by UNew Haven Varsity.
Wizard Beast with a forehead is just slightly too big. Catches the mine planted by Funny Buns as they try and stall, but go down at the end in another fight that is lost. Now, that was scrappy. That was scrappy as heck, Octave. We are seeing this throughout the map as very almost disorganized fights that they are engaging into, and compositional advantage that UNew Haven Varsity has in scrappy fights is just what is winning them the fights.
Yeah, UNew Haven Varsity, they're feeding on chaos right now. Me98 is hacked up on this Roadhog. That is not what you want. Going to that Hog against the Sombra, a little bit of an odd pick, considering if you're hacked, you're basically useless on that Roadhog. Midnight Mare also going to go down to Sunday, and the Pulse Bomb from Halen. Yeah, 2 players, plus Small Room, plus Pulse Bomb. That's not what you want to see if you're Catalyst. UNew Haven Varsity are rolling comfortably.
Now, on the other side of things, we can see Catalyst slowly but steadily rotating into another comp, and they engaged into a fight just now with UNew Haven Varsity in the ult advantage as they come back into a team that does not have any ult. So if there's any point to turn around for Catalyst, it is right here, right now.
Islanders down, Genghis Khan down as well. That's no support for UNew Haven Varsity, and yeah, a point to turn it around is right now. That's definitely correct. Funny Buns is just killing behind the enemy right now. Is looking to maybe get the C9, but it looks like they know he's there. Yeah, they know he's there.
Now,
she's there, I should say.
A little bit of insight behind the scenes. We don't have comms. What's the segment called in Overwatch League again?
Comms check?
Comms check, thank you. But I do know, as insider information, that the call here was to swap into Dive and just play Chaos back right at UNew Haven Varsity. So we'll see how this works out.
Yeah, of course, a little bit of insight onto the comms, just considering we have a player who, of course, played in this series here. Nano Boost is on the Me98, but he gets bursted down by the Megalodon real quick. Everyone on UNew Haven Varsity is low, but none of them quite going down. Rally from Islander, that's going to be huge, as well as the anti-nade going to come off from Fan. However, no one is going to be able to follow up on that. There's the EMP, catches 3. Now here's the chance for them. Everyone hacked right now. Hawkshaw looking real low, as well as the mine. They're going to be forced to just walk right through all of this hazardous minefield area. However, Picks going back the way of 4 and 3 Catalyst. They catch 3, they catch 4. That's a fantastic Blizzard coming up from Wizard Beast to be able to keep everyone up.
The Blizzard from Wizard here is what eventually ends up winning the fight. They actually did go into this fight with an ult disadvantage on the side of Catalyst, and UNew Haven Varsity, after having won the last 5 fight wins, have been halted right now. They're going to have to try and figure out how to deal with this double bubble type comp on the side of Catalyst with the Mei instead of something a little bit more mobile, as we watch Eric, Me98, feed into the back line.
Oh, look at the Graviton Surge from Hawkshaw gets eaten right up by Sunday. And now, Sino is going to be able to catch Halen on the Tracer. But Picks are going both ways, as Funny Buns is down to Midnight Mare. Transcendent's going to come up from Genghis Khan. Only 30 seconds left on the clock right now for UNew Haven Varsity. Sunday's down, Islander down as well to Midnight Mare. This map is just so notoriously hard to take. Genghis Khan will catch Midnight Mare on the exit, but goes down to Sino. Now only 17 seconds. Someone is going to have to touch here for UNew Haven Varsity.
So counterintuitive as well to run the brawl on the first 2 points and then not run the brawl on the third point here on Blizzard World, but it seems to be working out for Catalyst as they seem to swap to a Chaos comp to counter the Chaos comp that UNew Varsity is running.
Yeah, everyone with the armor on the side of 4-3 Catalyst. Now, it's UNew Varsity's turn to try to get something done, but the Megalodon goes down. That's a massive pick. He was almost to EMP. That would have been a massive ult, but Wizard Beast catches two with the Mei. That's just absolutely punishing. Sunday, however, on the Winston is going to catch a couple here. Blizzard, another Blizzard from Wizard Beast. Genghis Khan looking real low on the Lucio, but manages to somehow escape. Sunday, real low, also will go down. There's the grab from Hawkshot. It looks like everyone's going to be cleaned up on this one. There's the pulse bomb as well as the combo, and it looks like 4-3 Catalysts are going to be able to hold this one.
Oh, that's a huge commitment and a huge brawl if I've ever seen one on non-brawl comps here, as Catalyst managed to hold off UNew Varsity from capturing a third point. Now, this was very scrappy, Octave. I've seen a lot of people on both sides go down. Catalyst, in the end, still winning that fight here as they stabilize after what was a disastrous point A and point B defense. Now, for the second round here with Catalyst on attack and UNew Varsity on defense, what do you think we're going to see?
Yeah, it's a little bit tough. I think we are going to be seeing UNew Haven. I don't know what they're going to run, because, of course, we knew what they were going to run on attack, but on the defense, maybe they might go for the brawl here, because it's a little bit harder to run these Chaos comps, especially on the defense here. So we are going to see what they can run. Yeah, it looks like they're going to be just coming out on the same thing that they've been running this whole time. Looks like this is a little bit of the bread and butter for this team.
This is interesting. We've seen them get results, right? We've seen a round win on Oasis for UNew Varsity, and they pushed it all the way to point 3 just now, running this exact comp, with the exception of Halen, who's an incredible McCree player, who was on the Tracer, now opting to go for the McCree. It seems like they might be anticipating Catalyst to run what they are running right now. I don't know if Hawkshaw is going to be on the Monkey. He's not known for monkey play. It seems that Hawkshaw is actually swapping over to the Sigma, and he is very much known as a Sigma player.
Yeah, Hawkshaw has been really good on that Sigma, especially if you look at last season's OCS. Hawkshaw, one of the staples of this Catalyst team on the Sigma. Since Double Shield was so prevalent at the time as well, Hawkshaw definitely one of the most valuable players on that squad. Now back on his most comfortable role here on the Sigma. They are going to be running the Ball Sigma here. You don't tend to see a lot of Ball Sigma mirrors these days, but we are going to see it here. As Me98 is going to hop up onto the Tigram, but Wizard Beast is the first casualty due to Genghis Khan. Islander is down to Sino though. Anti-nade from Sand as well, going to catch a couple. That's going to force them to back up, and Me98 is on Genghis Khan. May or may not go down, but Sino, look at him with the double focusing beam. That's 4 kills for him this fight. 4-3 Catalyst, they're cleaning up.
The man is insane on the Echo. We've seen him pop off so often. We've seen him get similar results so often. Fuddybun's not given up yet, though. Tries to stall for just a little bit as Catalyst is on this Angry Birds comp that we've seen them run occasionally. I think this is their version of Chaos.
Yeah, I think, Rad, you can kind of attest to this. We do see 4-3 Catalyst, they call this comp their Angry Birds comp, which I think is a very fitting name, if we're being completely honest.
Absolutely. We more often than not see Hawkshaw on the not Hawkshaw, either Hawkshaw or Reluctance on the Diva running that comp, and either Than on the Anar the Zen here. But Wizard is getting hacked here by the Sombra on the side of UNew Varsity. They are on the low ground, just taking rockets and spam to the face. This can't end well.
Yeah, look at the mines. Look at the mines from Me98. Those are going to be huge. Look at all that positional advantage they're getting here. And now the copy from Sino onto the Reiner, not quite going to get the shatter off, as he will get kicked out of that copy. But, well, the picks, they're going to... Oh, look at that! The anti-nade, though, from Than is going to catch 3. And now that's just going to force UNew Varsity to back up. Sino will go down to Genghis Khan, so the picks are still even, but the members of UNew Varsity are so low. But, however, it looks like they're going to be able to clean up.
Yeah, the fight goes into the favor of UNew Varsity as they pick off the birds on the side of Catalyst. Now, they are keeping low ground presence for some reason. If you look at the comp that Catalyst is running, they aren't really building this comp around being on the payload, with the exception of Sigma and Ana here. So if I were them, I would take the high ground. That said, if you do take the high ground, you're going to be in open space for taking rockets and all sorts of spam. So we're going to see how they're going to be able to deal with what Catalyst is running at them.
Yeah, very true. Another anti-nade from Than, going to catch another 2. Bomb coming up from Sunday. Catches Hawkshaw, but Hawkshaw is going to trade it out as Islander goes down. There's the barrage in the backline from Wizard Beast, gets nanoed as well, as that's so much damage. And as well as the anti-nade from Than, catches 3. These anti-nades from Than have been absolutely fantastic as Catalyst wins another fight.
Yeah, Than is absolutely insane on the Ana, getting a ton of value here. That does not mean that Mare isn't doing a phenomenal job keeping the birds up. So looking at this, it looks like Catalyst is probably going to be able. Oh, what a sleep by Than as Funny Buns goes in to try and stall the point. He gets a sleep dart in the face. Than clutching this again.
Yeah, that was an insane play from Than. Able to connect at least a couple anti-nades there, as well as that clutch sleep to keep them off of the objective. And now Catalyst, they're moving this one forward. They got 4 minutes and 13 seconds, and they have a clear win condition. So if they're able to complete the map, that's already enough to win.
Dino almost dies to UNew Varsity, but just in time manages to reach the Mega and gets healed up back by Than as we go into the next fight. Me98 committing the mines.
Look at the Gravitic Flux. It catches so many. As well, it's going to be comboed with the mines. However, Than is going to be the one that goes down to all of that. However, Funny Buns is down. Than is res back up by Midnight there on Mercy. Now Islander is down to Me98's mines as well. Looks like Catalyst, they're going to pull through. They're going to win this fight. They are nearing this objective right now.
Me98 does go down to Halen, who's been really good on the McCree, and we know this. We've seen him on the McCree throughout the rest of the season, and he's been really good. Right now, however, UNew Varsity is really struggling with his Angry Birds comp as Wizard goes in for the barrage, gets 2 and lives 3.
3 for Wizard Beast. Not quite going to get a 4th as he will go down to Sunday, but Sino is going to finish off these kills. The members of Catalyst, they're getting these kills that they need right now as Than is res back up. Bomb from Sunday just to try to clutch this one out. Midnight Mare and Than both go down to it, but it's just not enough because no one's on the card. 4 and 3 Catalyst take map number 2 and go up 2-0.
Yeah, at the end of the fight there, we do lose Than. We see Than go down to the bomb that was sent in by Funny Buns, I believe. But at the end of the day, it is not enough, and Catalyst take the second map here on Blizzard World.
Yeah, map number 2 will go their way. So, UNew, it looked like they were doing so well on Blizzard World in their first attack, and they were stopped right in their tracks on 3rd point, and Catalyst had no trouble completing this map. So, well, UNew, they're going to have to figure something out if they want to turn the series around.
Absolutely. UNew by no means look lost. The fight here, the round here on Blizzard World did go into Catalyst's favor, but there were plenty of fights that went into the way of UNew Varsity. So I don't think we're exaggerating if we're saying that this match could still go either way.
Certainly. Yeah, this match can definitely go either way. But before we get to see the outcome of that, we are going to go into a quick 1-minute intermission. So, that being said, if you haven't already, hit that follow button down below. And, well, we will see you guys on the other side of the break. 1 minute, don't leave your seats. Welcome back, everyone. We are just about ready because we have 4-3 Catalyst and we have UNew Haven Varsity. It's currently 2-0 for 4-3 Catalyst as of right now. So, well, UNew Haven Varsity, they're gonna have to figure something out soon if they want to turn this series around. We are heading on to Escort, and that means we are going to Route 66. So, Rad, what do you think we're gonna see here?
So this is a very open map like Blizzard World, so I would not be surprised to see Catalyst on that Angry Birds comp again. Of course, they are on the defense at first. Haven Varsity, I am not sure what they're going to run here. They've been running that comp. They might stick to it. But that said, it is even more open, and they might want to try and pull some tricks or come up with some surprises. Before we actually do start, I do want to take this opportunity to thank everyone for being here, hitting that follow button, and if you have any Amazon Prime, you do get a free Twitch Prime with that. So if you haven't already, we would really appreciate it if you could sub and support the tournament and the stream broadcast in that way. If you can't, perfectly fine. Being here is free, and we love having you here. So having said that, we are about ready to go into this match here on Route 66.
Yeah, we are just about ready to go. And yeah, so both these teams getting ready. It
Ooh,
looks like it's going to be a little bit of the same old for UNew Haven Varsity. However, they
well,
are going to be heading off of the Zenyatta Brig. They are on the Mercy Ana. It looks like they're going to be running the exact comp that Catalyst was running last map. They're going to be running that Angry Birds comp. So
interesting.
that's going to be interesting.
So Haven Varsity opting here to run the Angry Birds right at Catalyst. Now, the only change I would see Catalyst make in this instance, if they were on the side of Haven Varsity, would be that they would run the Zenyatta instead of the Ana here. But very interesting pick. I wonder if they can get a lot of value, especially considering Catalyst has a Reaper on their side.
Yeah, a Reaper on the side of 4-3 Catalyst. They are running out. It's a sturdier brawl, I would say. So not quite the original Fab Lucio. They are going to be running the Brig Ana, but they are going to be running the Reinhardt Sigma instead of the Reinhardt Eva or Zarya. So that's going to be a little bit interesting. So a few unorthodox comps here for Route 66, and Catalyst, they are going to opt to take big rolls. And Midnight is going to get booped off. He's in a lot of trouble here, so low, but he's got the healing from Midnight Mare to keep him up right now. But that's going to leave a gaping hole up on Big Earls for UNew Varsity to try to capitalize on. Funny Buns is over on this right side, will swing through, not stunned up. Rad getting a little bit low on the break. Me98's the first to fall. The Megalodon as well going to be going down to that rock from Hawkshaw. That's a little bit of a snipe if I've ever seen one. Islander, Halen both down to Sino. That is some accuracy if I've ever seen. It's Sunday down to Wizard Beast as well. Looks like 4-3 Catalyst is going to take this one.
So very interesting to say here for Catalyst is that we see Rad playing with Marin. In the past, it's either been Rad and Than or Marin Than. So it's good to see this lineup now. Mare on the Ana, we don't see that very often. We know that she can play a really good Ana, so it's good to see her up on the high ground here in Big Earls with the rest of the team. Rad, however, not getting a ton of value just yet because they're not technically diving. Same thing goes for Wizard, and as I say that, Wizard gets the pick on. Funny Bun's on the ball here, so that just completely negates what I just said about Reaper not being a great pick here and running into the comp that UNew Haven Varsity is running.
Yeah, I mean, it's so easy for Funny Buns to get punished by that Reaper, of course. So she is going to be opting to head behind Big Earls to try to get something done. It's going to take a little bit of damage to Wizard Beast, though, as they're going to have to find some way to engage because the members of Catalyst are just sitting on the back of Big Earls here. And well, they're getting stuff done right now as the Megalodon's copy is going to get knocked out very nicely as Rad will go down to the mines, though.
Oh, and he actually rallies as he walks into the mines.
No. Oh
that is
no,
unfortunate.
That's a blooper from Rad there. And Funny Buns, Megalodon both going down though. It looks like, even though there was a little bit of a blunder, Hawkshaw is able to use that nano to good effect for 3 kills of his own. And yeah, a little bit of a blunder, but it's not going to matter in the end.
Yeah, so it doesn't look like Rad, speaking about yourself in third person, is really awkward. Was aware of the mines being deployed there on point. That said, the team is able to clean up the opposing team even without their support player. So, Haven Varsity is intent on keeping the Angry Birds comp here with the Ball Sigma. They are getting spam in, but it doesn't appear to be getting a lot of value here on the attack.
Yeah. Oh, look at Funny Buns get stunned up twice. Will go down. That's a big rock from Hawkshot just to catch her out. Gravitic Flux as well from him. Again, we were praising him earlier for that good Sigma play, and he's still being an absolute menace as of right now on the Sigma. Definitely one of his best heroes, I would say. That's going to force UNew Haven Varsity to back way up.
Genghis Khan actually with a clutch play. As he got fluxed, just before he hit the ground, he healed himself up so that he did not die to that flux. It's a very, very cool little bit of tech coming out of the Genghis Khan side, and actually sleeps.
Oh,
wow.
Genghis Khan was able to sleep the Death Blossom as it was happening, but is it going to be enough? Because Hawkshot and Sino, they both got picked. Sunday is down. And now it's in 4-3 Catalyst hands. This is their fight to lose here. They're getting the pick. Halen will get rezzed up by Islander, and the bomb is out from the Megalodon. There's the barrage. Will get shielded off by Hawkshaw. This is 4-3 Catalyst fight to win. Me98 is gonna opt to use that bomb against 3. That might just seal their fate. And Me98 with a clutch bomb. Now,
what a play.
Yeah, this is just gonna be 4-3 Catalyst cleaning up now. Yeah, that's not gonna be anything done for UNew Haven Varsity's attack.
I think they had the right idea here going up against Catalyst on the mirror pick here. That said, they were unable to get a ton of value here, as we see a lot of little micro plays that puts the fight and turned the fight into Catalyst's favor. Now, UNew Haven Varsity was able to push the card 58 meters and 25 centimeters for those using the metric system here on the stream today. That's not very far, considering you get a whopping 4 minutes, I want to say, to push the cart. So
yeah,
unfortunately, they were not able to push the payload very far. But that said, we have seen Catalyst in the past not really getting much further on the attack here on Route 66 either. So anything could happen as we look at these teams and what they are going to roll out on. On the side of UNew Haven Varsity, we see a brawl comp. Whereas on the side of Catalyst, we see a comp that makes not too much sense.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to stay on this.
Yeah, seeing Sino and Wizard on the Birds, I expect Catalyst to swap to the Angry Birds comp that they ran on Blizzard World as well. Now, Angry Birds is very good at dealing with Brawl. So I don't know. UNew Haven Varsity is holding close. They might actually take Catalyst by surprise here. But that said, Sunday is very far behind on the Diva. I don't know why he's there.
Yeah, they are going to try to surprise them early. Not exactly going to be too much of a surprise. Yeah, they're just going to back way up. They can't really afford to lose a fight here. If they lose one, they're going to have to really scramble to get another touch in. As the Megalodon is down, Islander is down. Yeah, that's not exactly the start that they were looking for, as Sunday will lose the mech as well. Funny Buns in a little bit of trouble. Me98 looking for the kill. And Sunday down as well to Wizard Beast. Catalyst, they're pushing this cart very nicely through. It's going to be very tough for UNew Haven Varsity to get a touch here.
Yeah, that was a very convincing fight win on the side of Catalyst. UNew Haven Varsity is going to have to pull a trick out of the sleeves here if they want to make this a win and bring this to 2-1 as Catalyst.
Down. That's a fantastic kill from Rad. Now the only one left as objective is Islander. Will go down. Sunday now the only one left to be able to stall this one out. Funny Buns will get back on the Wrecking Ball. But yeah, this is just a last gasp of air for UNew Haven Varsity. Yeah, 4-3 Catalyst, they're going to take it. They're going to take the series in a pretty clean 3-0.
That concludes the second match of today as we watch Catalyst take the Catalyst is a 3-0 team, aren't they? They either win 3-0 or lose 3-0. I don't think I've ever seen any other score, honestly, thinking back. So that's something for the future matches to keep into consideration. If Catalyst loses the first match, they're probably going to lose it all.
Yeah, we've seen them 3-0 pretty much every match so far. Yeah, they not really fans of long games, I would say. So they want to make their game short and sweet. I definitely I condone that because then well we can all get to go to bed a little bit faster. Of course, not exactly exciting matches, but of
I
course.
don't I don't know.
Oh,
You can have short and sweet matches and still have a lot of a ton of stuff going on. Both of the 3-0s that we saw today weren't really very one-sided matches as you would normally associate with 3-0s. We watched Havoc take on Potatoes in a 3-0 win, but Potatoes by no means were weak or completely unable to deal with Havoc. In the same sense that if we go and take a look at the fixtures in a moment to just kind of wrap up week 6, um, Haven Varsity wasn't exactly helpless versus Catalyst either. We did see Haven Varsity take plenty of fights, and I don't think either Potatoes or Haven Varsity are out of this quite yet.
yeah, certainly. I mean, still plenty. Or I think it's 3 weeks left to go, if I'm not mistaken, in this tournament. So, definitely still some time for these lower tier teams to put some wins in the book. Especially since, of course, it's a little tough if you're Potatoes to get a victory against 4-3 Havoc. They've really been tearing through this tournament so far. Again, sitting at the 7-0, no one's been able to take them down yet. So, if Potatoes was able to get that upset there, I would have been very surprised. Same with today, Catalyst. Definitely one of the higher tier teams. It would have been very difficult for UNew Haven to get that victory today. So I really can't say I'm all that surprised with our results for today.
Yeah, honestly, Haven Varsity and Potatoes are both at the bottom half of the standings, and Havoc is at the top. Catalyst is in third right now, especially after today's win. They established themselves firmly in third with 5 wins and a map differential of 9. So even if the fourth spot, who's currently the only team with 4 wins and 2 losses, takes a win next week, even if that is a 3-0, they will be unable to overtake Catalyst in third. That said, Catalyst and Nightshade did play, and Catalyst did go down 3-0 to Nightshade. So, this is something that you need power rankings, Rogue Energy power rankings specifically for, to be able to tell the difference. But, we're not going to go into that right now. We did see a ton of stuff go down this week. We did see wins from a variety of teams here in the fixtures. And next week, week 7 of the 413 Esports Championship Series, we're going to see some more of that goodness. That said, let's take a look at the fixtures just to make sure that we've captured everything this week, and this week 6. So just real quick, Chargy Blue, a very dominant performance over Riot yesterday in a 3-0. We saw Potatoes today go down 3-0 to Havoc. Quite a few 3-0s this week, actually, but the only the only difference maker here being the Wednesday, I believe, match between Havoc and Nightshade. That was very, 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 very close. That said, I think we are just about ready to wrap up, Octave.
Yeah, just about ready to wrap up this stream. For a 2-game stream. Today's was relatively short, I would say. Normally we're going well past midnight, but today it's around 11 o'clock EST, and we're just about done. So, one of the shorter streams that we have seen so far. However, definitely not a bad thing, I would say.
No, it was a very exciting match. I always love seeing Potatoes take on another team. They're an underdog in most of the matches, and UNew Haven Varsity is kind of slowly but steadily, I fear, putting themselves in that underdog position as well after a dominant start of the season. That said, um, I think I'm just about ready to wrap this up from the comfort of my secret lab chair, 413e.com/secret lab. Get yourselves a throne like mine. I was very happy to be here today, Octave, especially casting with someone as skilled at the broadcast game as you. Thank you for having me here today, guys. It was a pleasure. I don't know if I'll be casting any more games, but if not, you'll be able to find me on camera with the 413 Esports production crew. Any words, Octave?
Yeah, I gotta say, Brad, thank you for coming out and helping with the broadcast today. Of course, normally you are behind the scenes, really making sure everything runs smoothly, and of course, if needed, coming in to cast. So, thank you very much for doing this with me, Rad.
You're
But,
welcome.
yeah, that being said, I think we're ready to wrap up because this is pretty exciting. Some pretty exciting matches today. And that being said, I ain't got nothing else to say. So, yeah, take it away.
For those in chat, we are not doing the we're not doing an MVP pick here. Obviously, this was a rebroadcast. We can't unless Octave, you want to ask me questions.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're gonna skip. No, we're not gonna do that. If anything, I don't think Rad was MVP for that last match. Skating into mines the way he did. It's still weird talking about yourself in third person. That said, guys, we are ready to wrap this up. Thank you very much, as always, for tuning in with us today. If you haven't already, please hit that follow button. You have no idea how much that helps us with the production and being able to deliver this kind of tournament and this kind of broadcast. Thank you so much for supporting us. If you want to help us in any other way, we do have a merchandise store, which we will be updating very, very soon. You can reach it by going to 413e.com/shop for that lovely 413 esports gear. You know what? I have a 413 hoodie here myself, and it's actually quite decent in terms of quality. It's very warm. It's very nice. That said, if you're more of a t-shirt kind of person, we have a ton of those as well. And you know, stay safe, social distancing. Get yourself a 413 face mask. I have one of those as well, and you know, it's a nice little thing to have. And you know, if you're gonna purchase a sweater or shirt or pants or whatever, anyway, might as well show some support for the great guys over in production. I'm very grateful to have you guys helping us out here with the production. So thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in today, and we'll see you next week. You're more